So it's kind of funny. And it's all kinds of runny. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get a little bit of my cola juice. The provided Sarah and Sarah cola. That is some fine cola. So look, I just wanted to come at you, letting you know that, whenever you think that you're not living within historical times, you're probably right. It's just daily life. It is what it is. Who knows what'll be remembered? Who knows what'll be lied about? I mean, that's a problem. Like, people talk about history, but we don't talk about the academic, what do you call it? The academic principle of gathering history. Not only historians, but we need historicists. And I am a historicist. You know, when you begin with the principle that history is lies that we all agreed upon, um, then it makes you go, well, then what's scripture? Like, um, is scripture historical, or is it something else? Again, is it how you say prophecy, which ought be understood as truth? Like, because yeah, I mean, especially in this day and age, it's like it's is it ironic? Is it ironic that, like, all these social media technologies, which 15 years ago were being praised as being like, oh, it's changing the world for the better, all these Arabs rising up and taking back control and blah 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 blah. 15 years later, we're at the precipice of the fucking apocalypse because of the same technology that was meant to save us. Again, that fucking liberation, like, we'll make you free. Just take this, and then it's only a 14.99 contract until your soul expires. Like, um, it's friggin' crazy, yeah. Like, that's why um, I never got a smartphone until what, 3 years ago. Firstly, I didn't want to have to go through all those friggin' beta model testing pieces of crap that littered the market. How many models before they had a stable model? Jesus Christ! Like, what's the point of being an early adopter unless you're actually a beta tester? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Um, I lose track of things. My thoughts are all over the place. Just the way I like it. Just the way I like it. So look, the ball's been pushed. The motion's in action now, or the action's in motion. Whatever that ends up looking like. Um Oh my god. It's just like, do you ever get that sense that, like, maybe one day you're gonna be in the middle of like history, and then it actually fucking happens? Yeah, yeah. It's it's interesting. uh like, it'd be so funny. Like, basically, I've worded up, like, my local MP and the little party in Victoria, just as to what's happening with the with the election, which they plan to call tomorrow. But one of my spanners has kind of, like, is the plan to, like, make that no longer feasible, like, or possible. Which would just be so fucking hilarious if they decide to do that. Please, guys, please take the atomic. Please do the atomic. It's the right thing to do. Do the atomic. Fingers crossed they do the atomic, but otherwise they're prepared for those scumbags to come at them with just more bullshit, just letter dropping propaganda rubbish. You know what I mean? Like, um, just waste. They talk about environmentalism, and yet how much fucking paper are they going to waste on just lies and agenda and blah 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 and like we care and smiling photographs and shit. You know what I mean? Like, again, it kind of makes me angry, but at the same time, it's like kind of hilarious. Like, if the libs fucking do what I'm fingers crossed hoping for them to do, like, come on, guys. Like, we working at hyper time now. Like, get this happening, please. Let it happen. Please, man. Drop the atomic. These motherfuckers deserve the atomic. You know what I mean? It's not a bomb like you think. It's a fucking atomic love bomb. Can I say, like, if the libs fucking do it, hashtag do it libs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even fucking fronting on y'all. Like, if they fucking do what I've told them, that my statistical like algorithm analysis has proven will win them this election and will make this country a good place to be again. I really, really hope they they listen to their members. You know what I mean? Like, but if they don't, whatever, they're gonna do whatever they want. I mean, what if you've got the jump on shit over over 24 hours of jump on like a total shadow move that these cunts are planning. Um, like, that's hilarious. And basically the whole video of this is just like, it's like, for me, like, I'm a godson. Like, I receive prophecy and things, and like I just have to live with that. But I mean, part of that is like shedding my naivete. You know what I mean? And like, um realizing we don't live in a world where everyone tells the truth, or is transparent. Like, as a transparent person myself, I forget that others aren't like that. But that was before I read The Transparent Self. So that's by the by. So basically, last election, I was going through whatever the heck I was going through. Oh, that's right, 2022. Jeez Louise. They're pumping in. They're the fucking Jesus. It's not even been barely more than 2 years, two and a bit years, and they're fucking Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck? Maybe they're planning to fucking drop some kind of, I don't even know. God, God, and Hult Himmel, if you found. Just, yeah, just thinking what they actually have planned for this election cycle. Like, how are they going to start it? Like, how the fuck are they gonna pull an election? Almost just over 2 years since they've been in power, and they've turned this place into a fucking toilet tip. You know what I mean? Like, people are living the hardest they ever have, and they want to fucking come in and tell us that we're under attack. So we better vote them in for another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 infinite years, or whatever the fuck they have planned. Turn this fucking country into a Chinese fucking prison farm. You know what I mean? Like, um, but I digress. I digress. Um, make make thinking cool again. I should make those hats. Yeah, I need to make those hats. But basically, because I have a naive belief in the democratic process, and I feel that, like, if a person is running for an area or something, they deserve representation, even if they can't fucking whatever. You know what I mean? So at the election time, I'm like, oh, Alex Dyson, he's fucking back in it, is he? Fucking stupid little coastal bogan cunt. Whatever. um, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, he's not represented in my seat, so I may as well, volunteer and give him a couple of votes out of our, from the bleeding hearts, fucking take him away from Labor or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's funny, because I mean, like, my seat has been, it's been conservative, like, since when? You know what I mean? Like, since goodness, like, almost to the 50s onwards. Since Menzies years, you know. And basically, I was like, yeah, I'll volunteer. I'll do that for the day, whatever the fuck, whatever. I know you don't really care, but whatevs. And then basically, I thought nothing of it. Went on with my life and stuff. Anyway, last Sunday, this volunteer manager brings me up, asks me, do I want to volunteer again? In my mind, I'm like, yeah, nah, nigga. But I'm like, oh, I'll be interested to hear his policies and things and see if they align with me, and I'll think about it. And she's like, oh, well, yeah, whatever, fucking, I don't care. But do you want to come to the Zoom meeting? And I'm like, since I got Zoom meetings on my mind, with all this shit in America, it's like, this will be interesting. See what the deal is. But again, naively, I was like, yeah, I'll find out about his policy structures and his strategy and how he actually plans to win this time. Um, Anyway, I turn up for this Zoom and like straight away, I thought it'd be like buzz in the air, people talk and stuff like that. Nah, none of that. All on mute. These aren't meetings; they're fucking silent rallies. Like it's fucking disgusting. Um, it's easier to mobilize over the telephone than fucking actually put the effort in. Anyway, turn up, total fucking ALP vibes, like total fucking mansplaining. you know, just it's like fucking secretariat kind of vibes or whatever. Like, and the dude's name was like some fucking Gary Poofter or something. I don't know. You know, I ain't doxing nobody. I ain't down for no. Um, you know, but so basically that's the vibe. Really, really fucking how you say authoritarian vibes. This is what you will do. This is how you do it. This is what you shall do. This is what you do it. This is what, not even why, but this is how you do it. You know what I mean? Like no psychology information in their plans and stuff. And then they're like, oh yeah, so this dude, he's been out doing like making, running a comedy club in Melbourne for the last 4 years, and it's like, so like he's a he's an upstanding member of society, is he then? Like, um, and and then basically they're like, um, ask some questions, blah blah blah. So I'm like, here's my chance. I'll ask him the questions. I'm like, so what government policies do you support and not support? What's your stance on wind turbines and vaping, or something else? I can't remember. And basically they didn't respond. They didn't. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? And there were only a fucking half a dozen other questions, but they're like, and it wasn't like, and we won't ask that one or anything. It was just fucking criminal deletion of my fucking contribution to the meeting. And that's what you got to realize. Like, these dudes fucking cook the numbers, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, um, and that's what I would say to my American viewers. You need to think about this right now. You need to have a systematic overhaul of your voting systems, like right now, like right the hef now. You know what I mean? Like, make sure, go back to paper ballots. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we do in Australia. I know it sounds anti-scientific, but seriously, with all the bullshit you've been through with technology, isn't it time to get back to paper ballots? It has to be. um and I'm gonna make a video about that at some point. But basically, yeah, it's like, I didn't realize at the time that these were all just fucking. This is just a fucking ALP stoolie game. Um, and then I asked him about what he thought about my region and how he was gonna take it. And obviously, I'm a heartland nigger. And he had absolutely no fucking idea. You know what I mean? Like, is just like, it's like a rally at the Titanic, like next to the Titanic or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hilarious. Um, you know, but at the same time, I'm like, fuck these niggas. I'm gonna go to HQ and let them know what for. And then I'm thinking about it, like, if this so-called independent is starting his campaign next weekend, that definitely means that they have tomorrow fucking marked to start their own. Because the independent doesn't start a campaign before the government does, do they? So it's like, yeah, it's like calling up some rando dude that fucking put his name down for you. You know what I mean? Like, don't you want that to be fucking sensitive information? Like, I mean, you did no searches on me. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know that I'm a conservative commentator. You know what I mean? Like, people fucking fuck around with me, and like they don't know that their positive outcome is what I was hoping for, and all along. But then they didn't want that, so they just go with Plan B, nigga, nah. Know what I'm saying? Fucking Bob Roberts up in this motherfucker. You know, so basically, I've let my friendly Liberal Party members know what the fuck is up, and hopefully they're in alert mode, just fucking sneaking out of fucking part whatever, you know what I mean, like fucking getting mobilized. I hope, that'd be so amazing if, like, in the middle of speaking time or whatever, and some dithering cockhead is going on, and suddenly, like, all these dudes' phones fucking silently go off, and, like, all the Liberals and Nationals fucking walk out of Parliament, um, making those fucking dithering cockheads fucking go, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What the fuck? Our dreams of eternal power just upped into fucking dust. You wanted power, now you've got the power to be dusty. You know? Fucking old relics. Just fucking history. And history will go down and show what you fucking did to this country. You fucked with God's son. You fucked with God's children. Um, I love being like that, just being like such an innocent dude, like whatever, like and that's another thing that made me go, "What the earth?" Like when I spoke to the volunteer person last year, like then I just said, at the time I was thinking of running politics myself, independent, just to piss him off or whatever, just make him not so special. I don't know, but basically, oh, what a fucking sleazebag. Anyway, I told them, like, you know, do some fucking research into this scumbag. You don't want a fucking comedy club owner fucking. You want a comedian? Well, he's not that. He's not good on his feet. He was totally sozzled as well. Like he's like fucking Nicolas Cage in Leaving Las Vegas or something. Expecting an independent as a real independent when real independents did it, they fucking hit the ground and hit it hard, and had policies that they did announce. You know what I mean? Like they were part of the they were part of it. And I mean, like, how the hell, like, how is that grassroots if it's only coming out of one patch of this fucking giant um electorate? That's not grassroots. That's party politics, you know. Hilarious. But yeah, basically, I said to this woman, if he wants to get conservative votes, he needs to get the heartland. He needs to change his optics and, grow a bit of a beard and grow his hair out a bit. And I was like, oh, she fucking also almost had a conniption, like she thinks that, like, clean cut and shaved is conservative. And I honestly don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, not everywhere it is. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of men have beards, no matter what their fucking political persuasion. It just shows that you can actually fucking grow one. You know what I mean? Like, um, but dude's got so many blood vessels broken in his fucking face tissue. It's just, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe that was what I was getting at. Like, it's like, dude, if you don't fucking get some stubble on his face, he just looks like a fucking bloated anorexic pig or something. You know, like, um, I don't know. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And as I say, like, things are happening. And yeah, basically, like, with me, it's like hot takes. You get run up in the action and stuff, and don't think objectively straight away. But then I'm like, yeah, fucking, this needs to be stopped. People need to stop being duped, thinking that independent is anything more than the woke arm of the Labor Party. You know what I mean? Like, that is all it is. And I mean, the simple fact that they tried putting in this woke dude in this woke dude from the coast, fucking full coast bogan, and no policy, no nothing, just a whole grassroots movement, blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, grassroots means that every root is an idea and a thought and a perspective, and that is totally not what these fucking they're just fucking they're just like, the only independence they have is the independence of the name of not being the ALP. Grubby little savages, like, fucking, you know, I don't know. Maybe it started somewhere else, but they're basically ALP, you know. And if you're out there and you're thinking of voting independent, well, you best be a fucking ALP voter, because otherwise you're just getting shafted, you know. Um, And yeah, that first time he failed miserably. Second time, when the government was on the out anyway, um, he had a bit of a go, because there were the disgruntles from then, that wanted to pay back my, you know what I mean, like, for bad government and stuff. And he had a bit of a run, got within, 5,000 votes of winning. Um, and they were buoyed by that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, just when the government that this member is being kicked is in gets kicked out of government, and we have a surge. It's not much, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, in normal terms, it's not like counting, which way is it going to go. Like, it was a definitive defeat, but it was a, relatively close one. Um, and like, they're gloating about that and thinking, oh, this time it's going to be so easy. Not even considering the optics of the fact that, like, basically we have a failed government, and that they are backing, un unquestionably. Like, I mean, I almost want to just see how this fucking election runs out anyway, in the seat, just to see how flailingly, ashamedly, failed he gets. It's like the whole thing with the independents is, it's like an ALP wing, but because they're independent as well, they get no fucking money. And it's just like grinding out fucking volunteers. And then when they don't win, they get nothing. It's like, consolation prize, nothing. Give us back the shirts or whatever. Like, I don't think yeah, no, I think they didn't care about that. They had a good deal with, like, the Bangladeshi blood market or whatever it is. Um, Fucking idiots. Anyway, them's just goes to show that naivety and altruism sometimes pay off. If not always, sometimes, the universe is full of jokes and malapropisms and whatnot, and other things that people don't understand anymore. Um, what's the what? It doesn't matter. My Mashugana is fucking waiting for me. So I'll leave it at that. Just to let you know that, like, sometimes, like, getting duped will turn out to be a good thing. So don't worry too much. The bad people, the shysters, they always get what they deserve in the long run. Um, so, Hairy Muff, Thank you guys. This is, I guess, Sunshine Runaways, political analysis and strategies. That's the channel now, isn't it? That's the channel. That's the channel. That's the channel. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you. Always enjoy these broadcasts, and I'm gonna be back up with something new sometime. Cheerio. Ba, 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 beep, 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 beep.